April 18th. Hope you had a great Easter. I'm Steve McMurray, in for Gary. Meteorologist Hannah Evans joins us now to help you plan your day. And Hannah, it's not an April Fool's joke, and April usually means, or Easter and Passover usually means the first sign of spring, but winter is going to hold on for at least one last blast.
Yes, I am not looking forward to it. We are expecting to get some heavy snow tonight into tomorrow morning, which is crazy, but it's almost May.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we'll see. It is what it is. We've had snow on Mother's Day up here before.
I know,
so.
that's what everyone keeps telling me.
Yeah, well, so let's step by step.
Yes. So let's take a look now at the temperatures. We are looking at temperatures in the 20s here this morning. So a very, very chilly start. There is some frost outside as well. We will rise to the mid-50s today, so getting pretty warm, but we will see an increase in cloud cover, and rain begins this evening ahead of the snow. So here is a look at our snowfall forecast. Overall, for most of us, we're expecting 5 to 9 inches, with some areas being possibly able to see over 9 inches of snow. The heaviest of it is going to fall overnight between 2 and 3 a.m. tomorrow morning. But right now we are dry. We will remain dry for the day. This is the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Rain does look to come in at around 7 or 8 p.m. tonight ahead of the snow. So the National Weather Service has also issued a winter storm warning in effect for all of our counties. This goes into effect at 6 p.m. this evening until noon tomorrow. But for today, we will be seeing an increase in cloud cover. It is going to be a bit breezy, and highs are going to be in the mid-50s. And I will be tracking out this snow coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, thanks, Hannah. Again, going to be 50 degrees and then a wind.
Most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out very chilly this morning in the 20s, but we are looking to rise to the mid-50s for the high temperature today. So let's take a look right now at the Cavie Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. We are going to be seeing clear and mostly sunny skies here this morning, but see an increase in clouds throughout the day ahead of a winter storm. Now, taking a look at the headlines, we are going to see an increase in clouds once again today, but as well as an increase in temperature. We will reach the mid-50s. We will see rain starting off first at around 7 or 8 p.m. this evening. It will change over to heavy snow in the later and in the overnight hours, causing tricky travel issues for overnight hours and early tomorrow morning. So tomorrow has been issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. But we are going to be dry for most of today. This is the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, tracking dry conditions across all of central New York and little to no cloud cover. But once again, we are going to see an increase in clouds ahead of that low pressure system that is going to approach us, as well as breezy conditions picking up here this afternoon. Very chilly start. We are all in the 20s right now. We have 25 degrees in Dowdesville, 26 degrees in Whitesboro and in Westmoreland. Looking to the south, we have 25 degrees in Hamilton and just 22 degrees this morning in Sherburne and in Norwich, but a big rise in temperature is expected today to the mid-50s. So once again, tomorrow has been issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. The heaviest of snow is going to be falling overnight tonight into the early morning hours of tomorrow. We will be seeing widespread wet, heavy snow. Could be causing tricky travel issues, especially tomorrow morning. And snowfall rates could be as high as 1 to 2 inches per hour, especially in the overnight hours tonight. The heaviest of snow is looking to fall between 2 and 3 a.m. early tomorrow morning. So the National Weather Service has put out a winter storm warning for all of our viewing area. That goes into effect at 6 p.m. this evening until noon tomorrow. Once again, just due to tricky travel issues, and the snow could be very, very heavy at times, especially overnight. So here is our snowfall forecast. Overall, we are expecting 5 to 9 inches for most of us, with some of us being able to see a little over 9 inches, especially up north. And if you do live further down south, 2 to 5 inches can be expected of snowfall. Once again, this starts later on this evening at around 9 p.m. and it does look to go into most of the morning hours of tomorrow. So let's take a look at that on the Skycast. We are going to be seeing mostly sunny skies here this morning. The breeze will start to pick up as those clouds start to move in this evening. It will start as rain at first, and then we will be seeing heavy snow for most of the overnight hours tonight. Now by 6 a.m. tomorrow, it will start to kind of die down a little bit, but we will still be seeing some snow until around noon. Then mixed precipitation picks up as our temperatures warm up into the low 40s. Now after Tuesday, we will begin to dry out heading into Wednesday. We will start out mostly cloudy and then see see a decrease in clouds. High temperatures are only going to be in the mid-40s, though. So for today, we will be seeing sunshine and then an increase in cloud cover. Highs reaching the mid-50s as breezy conditions pick up this afternoon. Tonight, we will start out as rain, and then we will be seeing that heavy snow, a low just around freezing. So tomorrow, once again, is the Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread heavy snow in the morning and then mixed precipitation later on. We are clearing out for a chilly day on Wednesday, but we will warm up as we head into the rest of the week. Back to you, Steve.
All right, thanks a lot, Hannah. We'll roam clean and green.
We're saying good morning to Ilion and all of the greater Utica region. So here is our snowfall forecast once again. Generally, we were looking at 5 to 9 inches for a lot of us, but it could be less than 5 inches further down south. We could also be seeing more than 9 inches, especially up in kind of the North Country where the Adirondacks are, and that starts tonight into tomorrow. So we'll start out as rain. This is 12:30 a.m. We are seeing kind of some mixed precipitation, and then the heaviest of snow is going to fall between 2 to 3 a.m. early tomorrow morning. This is 4:30 a.m. Still seeing some heavy snowfall, and then by noon we will kind of start to clear out from the heavy snow, seeing some mixed precipitation move in mixed with some rain, and then we will dry out as we head into Wednesday. So this snowfall is happening tomorrow, but the good news is that 6 to 10 days from now, it is showing that we will be above average in temperature for all of central New York. So hopefully this holds out and we will be seeing warmer weather coming up next week. I'll have a look at your commute forecast for today coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, thanks a lot, Hannah. Warmer weather, certainly whatever. April 18th, I'm Steve McMurray in for Gary. Meteorologist Hannah Evans joins us now with a look at a winter storm warning. Didn't think we'd have to say that in late April, but here we are.
Yes, we are expecting heavy snow starting tonight into tomorrow. So the National Weather Service issued a winter storm warning, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, here we go.
Yeah, so let's take a look now at the temperatures. We are starting out pretty chilly this morning in the 20s for a lot of us. We will reach the mid-50s today, but ahead of today, we will see an increase in cloud cover, and then we will start out as rain this evening because we still are going to be pretty warm. But that rain will turn over to heavy snow overnight, and then we will be seeing some snow heading into tomorrow morning. So we are looking at generally 5 to 9 inches for most of us. Some areas furthest down south can see a little less than 5, and some areas furthest up north could be seeing even more than 9 inches of snowfall. So this is into tomorrow morning. But we are dry right now. We will be dry for most of today. This is the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Rain begins around 7 or 8 p.m. this evening and then turning over to snow. So the National Weather Service has issued a winter storm warning. This goes into effect tonight at 6 p.m. until noon tomorrow. Around noon, that is when we will kind of start to clear up from that snow and even see some rain showers and some mixed precipitation. So for today, we will start out sunny and chilly. We will see an increase in cloud cover and an increase in temperature, as well as breezy conditions start to pick up ahead of this low pressure system. And I will be tracking this snow coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, Hannah, thanks. Recapping our top stories this morning, U.S. Senator...
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are tracking chilly weather here this morning, but we will rise to the mid-50s today, and then we are going to be seeing some snowfall for tomorrow. So let's take a look now at the CAV tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. We will start out with mostly clear, mostly sunny skies this morning, but it is going to be chilly. We will see an increase in clouds throughout the day, and our high temperatures will reach the mid-50s. So an increase in clouds is definitely expected today in front of this low pressure system that is going to be approaching us. We will start to see some rain this evening around 7 or 8 p.m. It does change over to heavy snow around 9 or 10 p.m., and the heaviest of snow looks to fall between 2 and 3 a.m. tomorrow morning. So we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for the day tomorrow. We are dry right now on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar and are looking to remain dry for most of the day until that rain comes in this evening. We're also seeing little to no cloud cover, but we will see an increase in clouds today ahead of the low pressure system that will be approaching us. We will also see breezy conditions start to pick up into the afternoon. But very chilly start this morning. We are all in the 20s. We have 25 degrees in Dowdesville and Little Falls and 20 26 degrees in Whitesboro and Westmoreland. Looking to the south, just 21 degrees in Norwich and 23 degrees in Hamilton here this morning. So once again, tomorrow has been issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. We will start to see widespread wet, heavy snow overnight tonight in the early morning hours of tomorrow. This can cause some tricky travel issues if you are commuting early tomorrow morning. Snowfall rates could even be as high as 1 to 2 inches of snowfall per hour, and it will be that high in the overnight hours around 2 to 4 a.m. That's when the heaviest of snow will be falling. So the National Weather Service has issued a winter storm warning for all of our viewing area. This is in effect from 6 p.m. this evening until noon tomorrow. Around noon is when we will kind of start to see that snow die down and mixed precipitation come in. So this snowfall forecast goes into effect tonight when the snow starts until it ends tomorrow morning. We are looking at generally 5 to 9 inches for most of us, but the furthest area down south could be seeing a little less than 5 inches, and the furthest areas up north, the Old Forge area, the Adirondacks, could be seeing a little bit over 9 inches. So we will be dry and mostly sunny here this morning. The breeze does start to pick up, and we will see an increase in clouds. Temperatures will reach the mid-50s. So by around 7 or 8 p.m., we will start to see some rain, and then it will change over to widespread wet, heavy snow for the overnight hours, the heaviest of it falling overnight tonight, the early morning hours of tomorrow between 2 and 4 a.m. So around 8 a.m. we will kind of start to see it wrap up, but we will be seeing some mixed precipitation lingering all throughout the day tomorrow, and it will remain breezy. Now on Wednesday, we are going to be drying out. We do start out mostly cloudy, then we will see a decrease in cloud cover for mostly sunny skies. It is going to remain breezy with highs just in the 40s. So for today, we are going to be seeing sunshine at first, an increase in cloud cover. Temperatures will reach the mid-50s, and we will see breezy conditions. Tonight, we will start out as rain, then we will be seeing that widespread heavy snow come in. Low temperatures are going to be just around freezing. So once again, tomorrow is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to the widespread heavy wet snow in the morning. Then we will be seeing mixed precipitation in the afternoon. We are drying out and cooling down for Wednesday, only in the 40s, but then we warm up as we head into the rest of the week. Back to you, Steve.
All right, thanks, Hannah. So it looks like whatever we do get won't be here by the end of the week. That'll be the silver lining in all this, I guess.
Yes.
All right, well, the COVID pandemic...
Back, we will start to see some snow starting later on tonight into tomorrow morning. So we are looking at generally 5 to 9 inches for most of us, where some areas up north, including Old Forge, the Adirondacks, could be seeing more than 9 inches, and areas down south, including Oneonta, could be seeing less than 5 inches of snowfall for overnight tonight into tomorrow. So we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. We are going to be seeing widespread heavy and wet snow, so just be careful when traveling. We could be seeing some travel issues in the morning especially. Snowfall rates could be as high as 1 to 2 inches per hour, and that is specifically in the overnight hours between 2 and 4 a.m. But since it is going to be warm next week, the snow isn't looking to stick around for too long. But here's a look at one of our snowfall models. We are looking at, once again, generally 5 to 9 inches. The furthest area down south could be seeing less than 5 inches, and up north could be seeing more than 9 inches of snow. I'll have a look at your commute forecast for today coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, Hannah, thanks. Rockefeller Monday, April 18th. I'm Steve McMurray in for Gary. Meteorologist Hannah Evans joins us now, and winter storm warning and winter holding on to one last gasp. Hopefully just one last gasp,
yes.
Right? Oh, man.
Hopefully this is it, because it is almost May.
Right.
But we do have winter storm warnings in effect for tonight and tomorrow. We are expecting widespread heavy snow.
Right.
So hopefully it won't last, and it doesn't look to stick because we warm up to 50s and 60s by the end of the week. So hopefully it's just a one-day thing.
One-shot deal, hopefully. All
yes.
Right.
So let's take a look at the temperatures right now. We are in the 20s this morning, so a very chilly start. But we are going to be warming up pretty quickly today. We will be seeing high temperatures in the mid-50s. But we are going to be seeing some snowfall starting overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. So here's our snowfall forecast. Generally, 5 to 9 inches can be expected, but the areas furthest down south could receive a little less than 5 inches, and some areas up north, including Old Forge and Adirondacks, could be seeing even more than 9 inches of snowfall. But we are dry right now. This is the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We don't look to see this come in until later on around 7 or 8 p.m. It will start out as rain and then change over to snow pretty quickly, and it will be snowing for most of the morning tomorrow. So the National Weather Service has put a winter storm warning in effect from 6 p.m. tonight until noon tomorrow. Once again, widespread heavy, wet snow is expected overnight and into tomorrow, so traveling, commuting tomorrow morning is going to probably be a problem. So for today, we will be seeing sunshine this morning, an increase in cloud cover. The breeze will start to pick up as well as our temperatures rise to the mid-50s, and I will be tracking out this snow coming up. Back to you, Steve.
Okay, Hannah, thanks. Traffic's
Most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are seeing very chilly weather this morning. We are in the 20s, but we will rise to the mid-50s for the high temperature. So let's take a look now at the Cavie Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Very clear this morning, going to be a nice sunrise, pretty chilly, but we will see an increase in clouds throughout the day as our highs reach the mid-50s. So increasing clouds is expected today. This is ahead of a low pressure system that is going to be approaching us. So with this system, we will begin as rain this evening around 7 or 8 p.m. Changes over to heavy snow pretty quickly, and we will be seeing heavy snow overnight tonight into the morning hours of tomorrow. So tomorrow, because of this, has been issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. But we are dry right now, and we will remain dry for most of the day. This is the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, but we are going to be seeing an increase in clouds coming in, as well as a breeze start to pick up. As of right now, you're not seeing any winds, and we are seeing no cloud cover. We are just pretty chilly this morning. We are all in the 20s. We have just 21 degrees in Old Forge, 25 degrees in New Hartford, and 22 degrees in Clinton. Looking to the south, we have 26 degrees in Westford and in West Lawrence here this morning. We are going to warm up pretty quickly. We will be in the mid-50s, but then we will cool down again as we see some rain turning into snow come in tonight. So this comes in tonight. We will be seeing widespread wet, heavy snowfall overnight into early tomorrow morning. So expect tricky travel if you are commuting at all early in the morning tomorrow. Snowfall rates could be as high as 1 to 2 inches per hour, and that's going to be in the overnight hours. The heaviest of snow does look to fall between 2 and 3 a.m. early tomorrow morning. So the National Weather Service has issued a winter storm warning in effect for all of our viewing area starting at 6 p.m. this evening until noon for tomorrow. After noon tomorrow, we are going to start to see some rain showers come in, some mixed precipitation, and then it will come to an end in the overnight hours into Wednesday. So we have forecasted generally 5 to 9 inches for most of us. The areas furthest down south, including Oneonta, could be seeing less than 5 inches, and the areas up north, including Old Forge and the Adirondacks, could be seeing more than 9 inches of snowfall. So we are clear, and we will be mostly sunny this morning and chilly, temperatures in the 20s. The breeze is going to pick up this afternoon. We will see an increase in cloud cover, and highs will reach the mid-50s. So this is 5:30 p.m. Starting to see some rain come in, but we will be seeing some rain showers first, and then widespread wet, heavy snow in the overnight hours, the heaviest of it falling overnight between 2 and 3 a.m. So this is 6 a.m. tomorrow, still seeing some snowfall. It does kind of look to die down in the later morning hours around 9 or 10 a.m. And then we will be seeing some mixed precipitation showers pick up for the rest of the day as our temperatures reach the 40s. We will clear out for Wednesday, starting out mostly cloudy, and then mostly sunny skies will come in, but it is going to remain breezy on Wednesday. So for today, we will be seeing sunshine this morning, an increase in cloud cover, highs reaching the mid-50s, and that breeze will pick up this afternoon. We will start out as rain showers overnight, and then it will turn to widespread wet, heavy snow, low temperatures just around freezing. So tomorrow has been issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread wet, heavy snow causing tricky travel issues in the morning. We are drying out and remaining cool for Wednesday, but we do look to warm up for the rest of the week. Back to you, Steve.
Okay, Hannah, thanks. Roam clean and green.
We're saying good morning to Ilian and all of the greater Utica region. Once again, we are generally expecting 5 to 9 inches of snow for most of us, but the areas furthest down south, including Oneonta, could be seeing less than 5 inches, and up north, including Eau Forge and Adirondacks, could be seeing even more than 9 inches of snow. So this starts later tonight around 9 p.m. and it looks to end around noon tomorrow. So here is a look at one of our models. We are seeing snowfall right now at midnight. Then the heaviest of snow is going to fall in the early morning hours of tomorrow between 2 and 4 a.m. It looks to turn into mixed precipitation around noon, but not be as heavy. And then we will look to clear out as we head into Wednesday early morning. But the good news is that hopefully this is the last one. 6 to 10 days from now, we will be above average in temperature for all of central New York, so the warmer days are ahead. I'll have a look at your commute forecast for today coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, thanks a lot, Hannah. Warmer days ahead. 6:30 a.m., Monday, April 18th. I'm Steve McMurray, in for Gary. Meteorologist Hannah Evans joins us now to help you plan your day, and it's going to get warmer today, but then there's not so good news on the other side of that.
Yes, so we are going to be seeing dry weather today, and it will be pretty warm, but come tonight, we are going to start to see some rain and then heavy snowfall all overnight into tomorrow morning.
Oh, man. You know, what is it, April 18th, I just said, and we thought we were done with this.
Yes, I thought we were done too.
We thought wrong.
Yeah, I didn't know.
What are we going to do?
So let's take a look now at the temperatures. We are in the 20s this morning, so very chilly start. We will reach the mid-50s for the high temperature today, but we will see an increasing cloud cover in preparation for some snow coming in tonight. So we are forecasting 5 to 9 inches generally across our viewing area. Some areas the furthest down south could be seeing a little less than 5, and areas furthest up north could be seeing a little bit more than 9 inches of snowfall. So that starts tonight into tomorrow morning, but we are dry today on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Rain doesn't start around 7 or 8 p.m. this evening, and then that will turn into heavy snowfall. So the National Weather Service has issued a winter storm warning. This goes into effect at 6 p.m. this evening, and it remains in effect until noon tomorrow. The heavy snow does look to clear out at around 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. We are still going to be seeing some showers here and there. So for today, expect an increase in cloud cover. That breeze will pick up this afternoon as well, and highs are going to reach the mid-50s, and I will be tracking the snow coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, Hannah, thanks. Our top stories this morning, U.S. Senator Chuck Schumer.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out very chilly this morning. We are only in the 20s, but we are looking to rise to the mid-50s today. So let's take a look now at the CAV tower camera. We are waking up mostly clear as well. We are seeing mostly sunny skies this morning, but we will be seeing an increase in clouds today ahead of a low pressure system that is coming in. So increasing clouds can be expected today. With this low pressure system, we are going to start out as rain at first, and then this will turn into widespread heavy wet snow tonight and in the overnight early morning hours of tomorrow. So we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for tomorrow. But as of right now, we are dry on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar and look to remain dry for most of the day today. That rain that is coming in doesn't start until around after dinner time, 7 or 8 p.m. this evening. We are also seeing no cloud cover in our area, but once again, we will see an increase in clouds. That breeze will pick up as well here this afternoon as that low pressure system starts to approach us. We are very chilly this morning. We are in the 20s. We have just 27 degrees in Oppenheim, 25 degrees in New Hartford, and 23 degrees in Westdale. Looking to the south, we have 23 degrees in Milford and 21 degrees in Evanston and in Morris. But we are looking to rise to the mid-50s today, so it is going to get a lot warmer. But once again, we do have a Storm Tracker 2 alert day out for tomorrow. The snow does start overnight tonight into the early morning hours of tomorrow, so we are going to be seeing widespread, and it's going to be that heavy wet snow. This is going to cause some travel issues when commuting tomorrow morning, and snowfall rates could even be as high as 1 to 2 inches of snow falling per hour, and the highest amount of snow is going to be in the overnight hours. The heaviest will be between 2 and 3 a.m. tomorrow morning. So the National Weather Service has issued a winter storm warning for all of our viewing area. This goes into effect at 6 p.m. this evening until noon tomorrow. The snow does look to calm down at around 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. We are still going to be seeing some mixed precipitation coming in tomorrow afternoon as our temperature rises to the 40s. So here is our snowfall forecast. Generally 5 to 9 inches of snow can be expected in the early morning hours of tomorrow up until the snowfall ends. But areas like Oneonta down south could be seeing less than 5 inches, and areas like Old Forge up north could be seeing even more than 9 inches. So we are clear and mostly sunny this morning. Temperatures in the 20s. We will rise to the mid-50s, see a breeze start to pick up and an increase in cloud cover. So we will start out as rain at first, and then we are going to be seeing that widespread heavy wet snow, the heaviest of it being between 2 and 3 a.m. and it is going to be breezy as well. So it looks to calm down later on tomorrow morning around 9-10 a.m. but we are still going to be seeing some mixed precipitation showers lingering all throughout the day tomorrow. We will finally dry out heading into Wednesday. We will start off mostly cloudy on Wednesday, but then those clouds will decrease and we will be seeing mostly sunny skies, remaining chilly with highs just in the 40s. Before today, we will be seeing sunshine. Then we are going to be seeing an increase in cloud cover, highs reaching the mid-50s, and that breeze will pick up this afternoon. Tonight, we will start out as rain a little bit after dinner time, and then we will be seeing that heavy, wet, widespread snow, a low just around freezing. So once again, tomorrow is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread heavy snow, and then we will be seeing mixed precipitation later on in the day. We are drying out but remaining chilly on Wednesday, and then we do look to warm up for the rest of the week. Back to you, Steve.
Okay, Hannah, thanks. The COVID pandemic.
Welcome back. We are tracking generally 5 to 9 inches for most of us for snowfall starting tonight into tomorrow morning. But the areas furthest down south, including Oneonta, could be seeing less than 5 inches. And the areas up north, including Old Forge and the Adirondacks, could be seeing a little over 9 inches of snowfall. So we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for tomorrow. We are going to be seeing widespread wet, heavy snow starting tonight into the early morning hours of tomorrow. This could cause some tricky travel issues tomorrow morning when commuting, so just be careful of that. And snowfall rates could be as high as 1 to 2 inches per hour at times, and the heaviest of snow is kind of going to fall in the early morning hours of tomorrow between 2 and 4 a.m. So here's a look at some of the snowfall. Once again, generally 5 to 9 inches for most of us, but areas up north could be seeing more than 9 inches, and areas down south could be seeing less than 5 inches. I'll have a look at your day planner coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, thanks, Hannah Rocca. Morning, it is 7 a.m., Monday, April 18th. I'm Steve McMurray, in for Gary. Meteorologist Hannah Evans joins us now to help you plan your day, and winter is not going away just yet.
Yes, so today will feel like spring. We'll be in the 50s later on, starting out pretty chilly, but we are going to be seeing widespread heavy snow come back in overnight tonight into early morning hours of tomorrow.
And then hopefully that's it.
Yes, and hopefully that's it. We look to warm up into the 50s and 60s, so it even is not looking to stay around for too long.
All right, that's our positive of this.
Yes. So let's take a look at the bus stop forecast. If you are heading out to the bus stop, temperatures will be in the 20s here this morning, so a very chilly start. By the afternoon, we will see an increase in clouds. Highs are going to be in the mid-50s. So for today, our temperature will increase to the 50s. We will see an increase in clouds, and the breeze is going to pick up here this afternoon. And tonight, we will start out as some rain, and then we will start to see widespread heavy snow overnight into the early morning hours of tomorrow. Back to you, Steve.
Okay, Hannah, thanks.
Welcome back. Here's a live look at the CAV tower camera. We're looking at mostly clear and mostly sunny skies this morning, and it is a bit chilly with temperatures in the 20s, but we will see an increase in clouds today in preparation for some rain and then some snow beginning overnight. So we are generally looking at 5 to 9 inches for most of us for snow. Some areas could be seeing less than 5 inches like down south, and some areas could even be seeing more than 9 inches like up north. So this starts this evening around 8 or 9 p.m. and then we will see the snow throughout the morning hours of tomorrow. So for today, we do have a high in the mid-50s. We will be seeing an increase in clouds throughout the day, and it is going to get a little bit breezy here this afternoon. Tonight, we have a low just around freezing, and widespread heavy snow begins. Back to you, Steve.
All right, thanks a lot, Hannah. We'll check in with you again shortly. Happening today is the...
Welcome back. We are starting out chilly, but mostly sunny this morning, but we will see an increase in clouds throughout the day, and the temperatures will rise. So for today, we will jump from the 20s to the mid-50s for the high temperature. And then we will drop in temperature as we head into the overnight hours tonight, and we will start to see widespread heavy snow. So we're looking at generally 5 to 9 inches of snow for most of us. Some areas could be seeing less, like down south, and some areas could be seeing more, like up north. This goes into effect when the snow starts tonight around 9 p.m. and lasts through tomorrow morning. But we are dry for most of today on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We will start to see some rain come in just after dinner time, and the National Weather Service has issued a winter storm warning in effect from 6 p.m. this evening until noon tomorrow due to that widespread heavy wet snow and tricky travel issues for tomorrow morning. Before today, once again, an increase in cloud cover. Temperatures will rise to the mid-50s and breezy conditions will pick up this afternoon. And I will be tracking out the snow further coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, thanks, Hannah.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. We are starting out pretty chilly. We are in the 20s, but we do look to rise to the mid-50s for the high temperature today. Let's take a look at our Cavity Tower camera. Overlooking the city of Utica, we are seeing not a cloud in the sky here this morning, mostly sunny skies, and it is very cold. Our temperatures are in the 20s. But we will start to see an increase in clouds today as our next storm system approaches us. We will be mostly cloudy by later on this afternoon. We will start to see rain this evening just after dinner time, and then it will change over to widespread heavy snow. So tomorrow has been issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. We are dry right now, though, on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, and we do look to remain dry for most of the day until just after dinner time. That is when we will start to see some rain enter in through our region. We are also seeing little to no cloud cover and no wind outside as well, but by this afternoon we will have seen an increase in cloud cover and a breeze will pick up as our next system approaches us. We are in the 20s here this morning. We have 21 degrees in Old Forge, just 22 degrees in Inlet and in Clinton. Looking to the south, we have 26 degrees in Westford and in West Lawrence and 25 degrees in Cooperstown. So a very, very chilly start to the morning. We are looking to rise almost 30 degrees today. High temperatures in the mid-50s. But we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for tomorrow. We are expecting widespread wet, heavy snow to come through later on this evening around 9 p.m. It will start, and then we will see it all throughout into Tuesday morning. This is going to cause some tricky travel issues. Could also possibly be seeing scattered power outages. Snowfall rates could be as high as 1 to 2 inches of snowfall per hour at times. The heaviest of snow does look to be in the early morning hours of tomorrow between 2 and 4 a.m. So the National Weather Service has issued a winter storm warning in effect for all of our viewing area from 6 p.m. this evening until noon tomorrow because of this widespread heavy wet snow we are expecting. So our snowfall forecast, we are expecting 5 to 9 inches generally of snow across our viewing area. We could be seeing a little bit less in areas down in like Oneonta. We could be seeing less than 5 inches, and areas up north like in Old Forge and Adirondacks could be seeing even a little more than 9 inches of snowfall. So we are mostly clear this morning, pretty chilly. Our temperatures in the 20s. We will see a breeze pick up throughout the day, an increase in cloud cover, and highs reach the mid-50s. So we will start to see rain just after dinner time. That will turn over to widespread wet, heavy snow all throughout the night tonight and in the early morning hours of tomorrow. We are expecting snowfall rates between 1 to 2 inches per hour at times, and the heaviest of it is going to be between 2 and 4 a.m. So just after 8 a.m., the snow really starts to die down, and we start to just see a few mixed precipitation showers for the rest of the day as our highs reach near 40. Going into Wednesday, we will be fully drying out, starting out mostly cloudy on Wednesday, then a decrease in cloud cover for mostly sunny skies. It is going to remain a bit chilly with highs just in the 40s, and it will remain breezy. Before today, we will start out with sunshine. We will slowly see an increase in cloud cover, and the breeze will pick up, highs in the mid-50s. And tonight, we will start out as rain and then start to see widespread heavy wet snow, a low around freezing. So tomorrow has been issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to this widespread heavy wet snow causing some travel issues in the morning. We are drying out for Wednesday and warming up for the rest of the week.
Gary has the day off. We're currently bracing for the snow, so let's get you over to meteorologist Hannah Evans, who's been tracking it all. Good afternoon, Hannah.
Good afternoon, Sayara. Yes, we are expecting some heavy snowfall to begin tonight and in the overnight hours into tomorrow morning. So let's take a look at our snowfall forecast. We have not changed it since last night. We are expecting generally 5 to 9 inches for most of us. Certain areas furthest down south could get a little less than 5 inches, and certain areas up north could be getting even over 9 inches of snowfall. But right now we are dry on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar and look to remain dry until just around dinner time. We are going to start seeing some rain coming in first, and then that will change over to heavy snowfall for the later hours of tonight and overnight. So we will continue to see an increase in cloud cover. It is getting a bit breezy outside as well, and our temperatures are reaching the mid-50s. Rain will occur first this evening, and then it will change over to heavy, wet snow. So tomorrow has been issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to tricky travel conditions and due to this snowfall. So expect an increase in cloud cover today. Highs will reach the mid-50s. Then we will start with rain and then snow. And I will be tracking all of this out coming up. Back to you, Sayara.
Thank you, Hannah. As Wolf Speed.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. We are going to continue to see an increase in clouds here this afternoon as our temperatures reach the 50s. So let's take a look now at the Mirabito Tower camera overlooking Oneonta. We are seeing sunny skies right now. It is a bit breezy as well, and we will continue to see an increase in cloud cover in preparation for some rain and then heavy snow overnight. Now, taking a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we are tracking dry conditions across all of central New York right now. It is looking to remain mostly dry for most of the day today, but once again, we are seeing an increase in clouds coming in from the south, and a breeze is starting to pick up this afternoon ahead of this low pressure system. So this is the system that we are going to see move into our area later on this evening. We will start out as some rain, and then widespread heavy wet snow is going to occur overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. But we are in the 40s and 50s right now, so it is pretty warm. It will be a lot cooler tomorrow. We have 53 degrees in Ilium, 50 degrees in Clinton and Otsego, and 54 degrees in Mohawk here this afternoon. Our high temperature today is going to remain in the mid-50s. But we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for tomorrow. We are expecting widespread wet, heavy snow to occur in the early morning hours of tomorrow, so overnight tonight. Definitely going to be causing some tricky travel issues tomorrow morning when commuting. There could also be scattered power outages due to this heavy wet snow, and snowfall rates can be as high as 1 to 2 inches of snowfall per hour, especially in the hours between 2 and 4 a.m., which is when the snow is going to be the heaviest. The National Weather Service has also issued a winter storm warning in effect for all of our viewing area starting at 6 p.m. this evening until noon tomorrow because of these conditions. Now, we are forecasting a general 5 to 9 inches for most of our viewing area, but the areas furthest down south could be getting a little less than 5 inches, and some areas up north could be getting a little bit more than 9 inches of snowfall. So we are going to continue to see an increase in clouds here this afternoon. Breezy conditions will pick up. Temperatures will be in the mid-50s today. We will start seeing some rain showers here this evening just around dinner time. Then widespread heavy wet snow occurs all overnight tonight into the morning hours of tomorrow. It looks to clear out in the late morning hours of tomorrow, and just around noon switches over to some mixed precipitation showers as our temperatures reach near 40. Heading into Wednesday, we will be clearing out, starting out mostly cloudy, and then those clouds will decrease for mostly sunny skies, highs in the mid-40s. So for today, we do have a high in the mid-50s. We will continue to see an increase in cloud cover, and tonight we first start out as rain, and then we see widespread heavy wet snow. Temperatures just around freezing. So once again, tomorrow is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread heavy snow, then mixed precipitation in the afternoon. We remain cool but clearing out on Wednesday, and then we will warm up for the rest of the week. Back to you, Sayara.
Thank you, Hannah. Officials held. Welcome back. I'm Sayara Williams. Gary has the day off. The sun is out now, but in less than 12 hours, it looks to change. Let's get over to meteorologist Hannah Evans with a first look at your forecast.
We are tracking widespread heavy snow to start in the overnight hours tonight and kind of linger into tomorrow morning. So our snowfall forecast has not changed since yesterday. We are still expecting a general 5 to 9 inches for most of us, but some areas furthest down south could be getting a little bit less than 5 inches, and some areas up north could be getting a little bit over 9 inches of snow. But we are dry right now. This is the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, and we will continue to see an increase in clouds today as our temperatures rise to the mid-50s. So as these clouds increase ahead of this low pressure system, we will start to see rain this evening, kind of around or just after dinner time. Then it will quickly change over to widespread heavy wet snowfall. So we have issued a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for tomorrow due to tricky travel issues. Scattered power outages can also be possible, and just for this widespread heavy snow in general. So for today, we will see an increase in cloud cover. It will start out as rain, then we will be seeing snow, and then we'll be tracking all of this out coming up. Back to you, Sarah.
Thank you, Hannah. U.S. Senator Chuck
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. We are tracking sunny skies outside right now, but there is going to be some snow coming in this evening. So let's take a look at the Mirabito Tower camera overlooking Oneonta. We are starting to see an increase in clouds here this afternoon, and the breeze is starting to pick up as our temperatures reach the mid-50s. On the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we are still dry across all of central New York and are looking to remain dry for most of the day today. We will start to see some rain just around dinner time, and then that will turn into snow. We can kind of start to see the clouds are increasing and approaching us from the south, as well as that breeze is picking up. But here is a low pressure system that is going to continue to approach us. Once again, we will start out as rain, and then we will turn over to widespread heavy wet snow for the early morning hours of tomorrow and kind of overnight tonight. But right now we are in the 40s and 50s. We have 54 degrees in Mohawk, 52 degrees in Cooperstown, and 47 degrees in Cassville here this afternoon. Our high temperature today is going to be in the mid-50s, and we will cool down for tomorrow. So tomorrow has been issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. We are expecting widespread wet, heavy snow to come in overnight tonight, causing tricky travel issues tomorrow morning. We could also be seeing some scattered power outages as well due to the wetness of the snow. And snowfall rates could be as high as 1 to 2 inches per hour, especially in the hours between 2 and 4 a.m. early tomorrow morning. So if you are commuting anywhere tomorrow morning, just be careful of that. Now, because of these reasons, the National Weather Service has also issued a winter storm warning that is in effect for all of our viewing areas starting at 6 p.m. this evening until around noon tomorrow. That is when the snow will start to slow down. So we are expecting 5 to 9 inches generally of snowfall across our viewing area, but some areas, especially down south, could be seeing a little bit less than 5 inches, and some areas up north could be seeing a little bit over 9 inches of snowfall. So this starts when the snow starts tonight and ends when the snow ends tomorrow. So we will continue to see an increase in cloud cover here this afternoon. That breeze will continue to pick up, and temperatures will reach the mid-50s for the high. So just around dinner time, we will start to see some rain coming in from the south. Starting out as rain showers, then widespread wet, heavy snow takes over our region for the overnight hours and the early morning hours of tomorrow. So around noon, we will start to slow down, see some mixed precipitation showers, and temperatures will rise to the low 40s. We will kind of clear out overnight into Wednesday, starting out mostly cloudy on Wednesday, but then we will see a decrease in cloud cover, and temperatures will reach the mid to upper 40s. So still kind of remaining a little bit chilly, but we will be seeing sunshine. So for today, we do have a high in the mid-50s. It is breezy outside as well, and we will continue to see an increase in clouds. Tonight, we will start out as some rain showers, then a widespread wet, heavy snow comes in, a low temperatures just around freezing. So once again, tomorrow is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread wet, heavy snowfall. Could be causing some scattered power outages and tricky travel issues tomorrow morning. We are drying out for some sunshine on Wednesday, but still a bit chilly. We will be warming up for the rest of the week. Back to you, Sarah.
Thank you, Hannah. Officials in Lviv.
Kristen will check in a little bit later on in the broadcast. Meantime, spring break comes to an end tomorrow for most school districts. But ironically, spring break could be extended. We start tonight in the Weather Center, where on April 18th, Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis is tracking significant snowfall, Bill.
Yeah, and it's not looking good here. Not just the accumulation, but we have concerns about what this could do in terms of power outages heading into tonight. Even though it's not a major accumulation, it's going to stick to the trees. And we're expecting a general 5 to 9 inches of accumulation in the lower elevations, 9 to 12 inches in the hilltops. So our thought in terms of snowfall amount hasn't changed over the past 24 hours, and we're thinking that this is going to be that heavy wet snowfall, which could lead to, again, some scattered power outages across the area. Because of that, National Weather Service has a winter storm warning in effect for all of central New York. As we head into tonight, and as we look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, you can see the leading edge of the snow starting to work into Pennsylvania. It's going to start out as rain first, and we can see why. Our temperature is 54 degrees, but we are going to quickly cool down as we head into this evening. That rain turns over to snow after sunset tonight. Does come down pretty heavy at times overnight, and this is going to fall almost entirely overnight. And we're going to be talking about a tricky Tuesday morning commute. We're also looking at, again, the impact of the snow and when this is all going to melt, and that's coming up. Jason, back over to you.
Bill, thank you. The Department of Transportation will have more than 1,700 large and medium-duty plow trucks on the roads statewide tonight and tomorrow, and that's not including the thruway. The roads have not been treated in weeks, and that can make for this late-season storm more dangerous than if it were to come in the middle of winter.
We did have a lot of our trucks were, out and without plows and out wings and, doing maintenance work, clean up and stuff with the better weather. But again, the guys have been working very hard all morning long, get the plows all dressed up again. We were out doing some pre-treating of the highways earlier this morning and this afternoon because, it's been a while since we've had any salt down on the roadways. And like I said, we're just waiting for the event to happen, and we'll act accordingly.
We've all experienced this type of snow before, but you may need a reminder to use caution. Make sure your car is brushed clean. Keep a good distance between the car in front of you and yourself. And by the way, slow down. And because of the snow, the DOT is changing the plans for the Route 8 bridge project. This is the bridge that goes over the
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening and welcome back. We are expecting some big changes in the weather taking place as we head into tonight. Let's take a live look outside. It was a lovely spring day here in central New York. You can see the grass is green. The leaves not quite on the trees yet, which ends up being really good news because we have snow in the forecast tonight. And it's going to be that heavy, wet type that's going to stick to trees and power lines, which means we could be talking about some scattered power outages as we head into tonight as well as tomorrow. That's the primary concern here, in addition to tricky travel, which we will be talking about, as well as dealing with the snow removal as we head into tomorrow morning. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. And again, we are looking at quiet conditions for now, but you can look to the south and west. And yes, it was a warm day today. It's not too warm not to snow. We can see that happening into western New York and Pennsylvania. This is all heading in our direction. And again, this mostly happens at night. So that's when we're expecting the highest travel impact is going to be overnight, where we could see snowfall rates between 1 to 2 inches per hour, in some cases higher. That takes place almost entirely at night. By the morning, it will be slippery. We are talking about some snow in the morning. Snowfall rates drop off pretty quickly, though. So by the late morning to early afternoon, we are still talking about some rain and snow, but again, we're looking at much lower rates of accumulation and not expecting any big travel. That travel impacts that, and also temperatures will be above freezing. Again, we're in the 50s right now, 52 in Whitesboro, Dolgeville 53. Looking across the southern valleys, we're looking at temperatures close to 50, 50 in Sherburne, 48 in Hamilton, as well as Norwich. And actually, it isn't too bad of an evening to take the dog for a walk. Go earlier, though. We do have some rain in the forecast here, especially after about 7 p.m. Tonight's featured dog is Miko. And if you want to be part of this, head to Bill's Buddies on Facebook. We're tracking low pressure that's going to be moving in from the south. So we have this low pressure system to the west that's going to be dragging in some of that colder air. But it's the system to the south that's what's going to be causing the majority of the snow in our area to take place as we head into tonight. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast again. Brief round of rain turning over to snow. Again, snowfall rates will be between about 1 to 2 inches per hour overnight. You can see how heavy it comes down And again, temperatures will be right around freezing. So this is expected to be that heavy, wet snowfall. And it's still happening here at 7 o'clock in the morning before tapering off as we head throughout the afternoon. Some scattered rain and snow showers here for Tuesday and a chilly, blustery day. But again, conditions should be improving as we head throughout Tuesday afternoon, with temperatures climbing above freezing. Again, snowfall totals 5 to 9 inches for most of central New York. This is elevation driven, but I think even the lower elevations will see some accumulation with this. Higher terrain, 9 to 12 inches possible, especially along some of those higher peaks south and north of the Mohawk Valley. And heading to the east, there will be some sleet mixing in. So heading from St. Johnsville east, lower amounts of snow, 2 to 5 inches heading towards Albany. Heavy snow tonight down to 33. The snow is done tomorrow. Temperatures will be in the low 40s as we head into the afternoon. And as we look at the Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast, Wednesday sunshine 48. We're also talking about some rain here on Thursday, but we are going to be well above freezing for the rest of the week. So anything that does fall will be melting pretty quickly. And coming up in a few minutes, we're talking about the snow and the impact for potential power outages.
Oh, something we got to watch for. All right,
Yeah.
Thanks, Bill. A sign of warmer weather grabbing all the attention to start the work week. And for good reason. Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis is tracking snowfall coming in. Bill, good evening.
Yeah, we're talking about a heavy, wet snowfall. It's the consistency of the snow that makes this one challenging in a way that we really haven't seen in quite a while. We're talking about the potential of power outages here because we're expecting that snow to stick to trees and power lines. We are thankful that the leaves have not come out on the trees yet, so I think that will limit the potential damage that could take place with this. But still, we think that the risk is there, especially higher elevations where there could be more than a foot of this heavy, wet snowfall. And it's not just the snow, but it's also the wind, because as we head into tomorrow, we're expecting the winds to pick up. So in the morning time, the winds won't be too bad. It'll be generally light. But as low pressure departs, the winds pick up from the west, especially in the Mohawk Valley. We tend to get some pretty strong wind in the wake of these nor'easters, and we're talking about wind gusts between about 20 to 30 miles an hour. So anything that's still left on the trees by that point, again, could create some scattered power outages across the area. So just something to keep in mind tomorrow in addition to the snow that we're expecting. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Check it out. Leading edge of precipitation is falling as rain, but then you can see the transition over to snow into Pennsylvania. This storm will generate its own cold air, and again, it's going to be producing several inches of snow across the area tonight. Look at that snowfall forecast is coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. The 126th running of the Boston, the latest late season snowstorm by putting the plows back on the trucks and pre-treating the roadways. The DOT will have more than 1,700 trucks on the road statewide tonight and tomorrow. A reminder, with snow on the way, make sure your car is brushed clean, keep a good distance between the car in front of you, and, really important, slow down. Good evening once again. A number of snow emergencies have already come in, and that means starting tonight, you cannot park on the street. This will make it easier for plows to move through. Back to the Weather Center we go with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis tracking it all.
Yes, we are tracking a late season snowfall, and we've had these happen before.
Sure.
They're mostly limited to higher elevations. Usually we look at some notable years in the past. This happened in April 2020, but it was almost entirely a higher elevation event.
Right.
This time around, I think the snow does make it down to the Mohawk Valley. The situation's unusual in the sense that the cold air is likely going to make its way all the way down to the valley, which means we are looking at accumulations across the board here, thinking about 5 to 9 inches for most areas. The lower spots getting the lower amounts of snowfall, and then the hilltops, especially the higher terrain. If you're over 2,000 feet, I think there's a pretty high chance that you're going to see closer to 12 inches of snow here tonight. We're also watching to the east. There's going to be some mixing taking place with some sleet towards Albany. So you can see 2 to 5 inches on the right-hand side of the screen. So we'll be keeping an eye on that too. If that ends up wobbling west or east at the last minute, we'll need to make adjustments. But again, that's where we stand as of now. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. This, don't be surprised, is likely going to start out as some rain as temperatures are above freezing. But this storm is going to generate its own cold air, and it's going to turn this over to snow as we head into tonight. We're going to be tracking the snow, and we'll let you know when things come to an end and when we can start cleaning up, and that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. The Central Association for the Blind and Visually
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are tracking widespread heavy snowfall that's expected to fall tonight across the region, and it is going to accumulate. Of course, with that being said, tonight, tomorrow, Storm Tracker 2 alert days, again, with tricky travel possible Tuesday morning. The primary concern here is the snow and the consistency of the snow has the potential of sticking to trees and power lines, and that could lead to some scattered power outages. It's unfortunately a very favorable setup for that last point to make here. So just want to let you know that that's something that we are concerned about. This snow that does fall will melt pretty quickly, so some good news there, and most of this will be long gone as we head throughout the week with temperatures climbing back to more seasonable levels. A live look outside. This is our Mirabido Tower Cam. We're looking at Oneonta. The clouds are thickening up. Had a lot of sunshine earlier today, but those clouds are moving in, and so is the rain, at least initially. This starts out as rain before turning over to snow. The storm itself is going to generate its own cold air. And that's one of the reasons why, today being in the 50s, tonight being in the low 30s, the snow will likely fall and accumulate even in the lower elevations. It's pretty uncommon to see that happen this time of the year. Rain develops tonight. Again, not looking at a big impact for your evening drive. If you're running any last-minute errands, I'm not expecting any big problems here for the next several hours. But tonight, especially after, say, 9, 10 o'clock, the snow comes down heavy. The roads start to get slippery overnight, and the morning commute is looking tricky, at least early on, before temperatures climb above freezing. I do expect improving road conditions as we head throughout the day tomorrow as temperatures climb above freezing. Temperatures across the region this evening: Barneveld 51 degrees, West Leiden 49, Norway, Donna checking in with 48 degrees. Across Southern Valleys, temperatures in the upper 40s, Edmonston 48, and Morris checking in with 48 degrees. We're keeping an eye on this area of low pressure to the south. That's going to be riding up the coast, technically a nor'easter. It spends a little bit of time over the Atlantic, and it is going to be bringing us that rain-snow mix. Again, it starts out as rain this evening by around 7 p.m. We're looking at the leading edge of that rain, and watch how quickly things change. By 10 p.m., the entire area is expected to turn over to snow, and while it will take a while for the snow to accumulate on the roadways, we think that is going to happen tonight. And tomorrow morning, again, slushy roads, temperatures right around freezing. Conditions do improve pretty quickly tomorrow. We're still expecting rain and snow to be on the lighter side throughout the day, but look at temperatures above freezing in the low 40s, especially in the lower elevations, with the snow gradually coming to an end as we head into tomorrow night as well as early Wednesday. This is what we can expect by tomorrow morning, say right around the morning commute. 5 to 9 inches of accumulation in the lower elevations. The hilltops could see as much as 9 to 12 inches of snow. And again, this is going to be a very wet, heavy snowfall to remove here. Something to keep in mind as you're cleaning this up tomorrow. Tonight, heavy snow down to 33. Tomorrow, temperatures climb above freezing. We'll be in the low 40s with, again, that snow coming to an end as we get into tomorrow night. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Sunshine on Wednesday, 48 degrees. We're above freezing for the rest of the week, so the snow melts in a hurry with some rain showers Thursday. Temperatures climb into the 60s again as we look ahead to Sunday and Monday. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we're going to take a look at the risk for power outages across the area with tonight's heavy snowfall accumulation. We'll be right back.
Receiving calls all day about the snow. Many are gearing up, others are hunkering down. Let's get right over to Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis with what you can expect going into tonight. Bill, good evening.
Jason, we're expecting a heavy, wet snowfall to take place, and I think the biggest concern about this is the consistency of the snow. Normally, the snow is light, powdery. We're in a cold climate, but tonight, with temperatures being right around freezing, the snow is expected to be heavy and wet and difficult to move, and it's going to stick to trees and power lines, and that is one of our primary concerns about what's going to happen tonight. So 5 to 9 inches of snow is the forecast. That hasn't changed since earlier today. We're still thinking the hilltops could get 9 to 12 inches of snowfall, and again, almost all of this happens at night, and it's going to lead to a slippery Tuesday morning commute. We're going to be in Storm Tracker 2 alert mode here tonight as well as tomorrow because of that. Winter storm warnings in effect for central New York. The leading edge of precipitation is going to start out as rain. We are well above freezing for now, but you can see in western New York and even into Pennsylvania going south. You're seeing that change over to snow. It was snowing in parts of Maryland earlier today, so we know that this is happening and heading in our direction. Our current temperature is 52 degrees. And as we head into tonight, rain develops over the next couple of hours. It turns over to snow. And again, snow continues to fall tonight. Breezy conditions tomorrow. And again, in addition to some heavy snow to remove tomorrow, we're also tracking the potential of some power outages because of this. We've got to look at the forecast. And we're also tracking when this snow is going to melt. That's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. The Department of Transportation will have more than 1,700 large and medium-duty plow trucks on the road statewide tonight and tomorrow. And that's not including the thruway. The roads have not been treated in weeks, and that can make for this late season storm more dangerous. If it were to come in the middle of winter, State DOT, though, says they're ready.
And we're constantly monitoring the weather, so this isn't something that, you know, we weren't aware of. We knew that it was something that could come, so we're prepping, you know, through the weekend and again through this morning to get the plows ready. We don't anticipate any issues, and we encourage anybody that, you know, if they could stay off the roads tonight while this is going on or in the morning, you know, to stay home, let us do our job, and we'll get you to where you want to go safely in the morning.
Now, we've all experienced this type of snow before. Just a reminder, though, to use caution. Be sure your car is brushed clean, keep a good distance between the car in front of you, and, most importantly, slow down. And because of that snow, the DOT is changing its plans for...
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are tracking some heavy snowfall tonight that is expected to accumulate even in the lower elevations, and it could lead to a very slippery Tuesday morning commute along with some scattered power outages. Let's take a look at our alert day, which we're going to stay in alert mode tonight as well as tomorrow. And that's why you see the red on the 7-day as well as the sides of the screen here. It's just to kind of highlight what we're talking about. Tricky travel will be possible Tuesday morning. And again, this type of snow is expected to be a very heavy, wet snow. A lot of this is going to fall in an environment that's very close to freezing, which means it has a likelihood to stick to trees and power lines. There are some good things about this time of the year. The leaves aren't quite out on the trees yet, so that should minimize what could have been a much worse scenario, but it is something we'll be keeping an eye on as we head into tonight as well as tomorrow. The leading edge of this precipitation does start out as rain. It's a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, but as we go closer to the storm, you can see a transition from rain to snow. This is unusual, and this is because the storm itself is generating cold air. And as the precipitation intensifies, it's going to cool the column of atmosphere, and it's going to knock temperatures to near freezing tonight. If you're traveling, this evening it shouldn't be too bad. We do expect some rain to develop. After, say, 8, 9 o'clock, rain turns over to snow, and it becomes heavy. That's when we're expecting the most traveling issues. That would be overnight. The Tuesday morning commute also looks slippery, but conditions improve quickly as temperatures climb above freezing. And again, we're expecting better conditions, at least traveling-wise, Tuesday afternoon. Snowfall ratios. Again, most of the time we're looking at a typical ratio between snow versus liquid water. It's about 10 inches of snow for 1 inch of water. When we have the dry, fluffy snow, it tends to be a high ratio. Well, tonight, we're going to be in the top category here, and that's going to lead to that snow sticking to trees and power lines, and that could lead to some scattered power outages, particularly and higher elevations. So I think this is what's different compared to other snowfalls that we've had throughout the winter season when temperatures are really close to freezing and snow comes down in a different way, and that's what we're concerned about tonight. Temperatures tonight are in the upper 40s to low 50s across the board. Barneveld 51 degrees, Cooperstown 50, and Westford checking in with 44. But again, as this system comes in, it's going to create its own cold air. The system itself is located to the south, and it will be moving in from the south here as we head into tonight. Initially starting out as rain between about 6 to 8 p.m., this turns over to snow across the board by 10 p.m., and the snow comes down heavy at times tonight. Snowfall rates 1 to 2 inches per hour. The snowfall rates drop down by the morning commute. So it's a slippery morning commute Tuesday. Conditions do rapidly improve as temperatures climb above freezing throughout the day. Thinking a general 5 to 9 inches of accumulation, including the lower elevations for most of central New York. The hilltops that we've highlighted in red, north and south of the valley, could see 9 to 12 inches of snow. We're also keeping an eye on this feature to the east. There's potential of some sleet mixing in, but I think that's going to be more of a concern towards the Albany area. It's something we'll be continuing to watch, though, 2 to 5 inches of snow in the eastern half of Montgomery and Fulton counties. Heavy snow tonight down to 33. Tomorrow, temperatures climb above freezing rain and snow showers, little additional accumulation during the day. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. We're going to see a lot of this snow melt over the next few days. We're into the 40s Wednesday, 50s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Back into the 60s as we head into Sunday and Monday. Jason.
Bill, thank you. Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6. Too low for joining us tonight. The snow has begun. Winds have picked up this evening. We heard trees and wires down throughout the Mohawk Valley. You can see behind me, power crews are ready. And our team is ready to bring you the latest on the storm. Let's get over to the Weather Center right now with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. It is an alert day today and tomorrow. Bill, what's the latest?
We continue to track snowfall here in central New York. We'll see that transition take place soon if it hasn't already. Let's start with the snowfall map. I just wanted to show you what changes were made since the 6 o'clock broadcast. We expanded the zone of heavy snowfall to the north. We also went higher on the upper range here. Instead of 9 to 12, we went 9 to 15. We think that the higher elevations will see more snowfall. The rest of the forecast is pretty much the same, 5 to 9 inches for the Mohawk Valley. The one thing we also made a change to is the eastern part of the zone. We're thinking there's a lesser of a chance that this mixes in with sleet. Bottom line is, expect snow to begin here tonight and become heavy at times as we head into tomorrow. Morning commute looking very slippery. Temperatures continue to fall as we see that transition from rain to snow across the region tonight. Again, our current temperature is 38 degrees. Snow comes down really hard tonight. We're expecting, again, about 5 to 9 inches of accumulation for most areas. This also could cause some power outages, too. We're going to take a closer look at that part, and also when all this comes to an end. Look at that forecast is coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. The Department of Transportation will have more than 1,700 large and medium-duty plow trucks on the road statewide tonight and tomorrow. That's not even including the thruway. The roads have not been treated in weeks. And that can make this late-season storm more dangerous than if it were to come, let's say, in the middle of winter.
And we're constantly monitoring the weather, so this isn't something that, we weren't aware of. We knew that it was something that could come, so we're prepping, through the weekend and again through this morning to get the plows ready. We don't anticipate any issues, and we encourage anybody that, if they could stay off the roads tonight while this is going on or in the morning, to stay home, let us do our job, and we'll get you to where you want to go safely in the morning.
We've all experienced this kind of snow before, so just a reminder, use caution. Make sure your car is brushed clean. Keep a good distance between the car in front of you, and by all means, slow down. And because of the snow, DOT has changed.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. We are tracking rain that is transitioning to snow here on Smith Hill. The city lights are not as bright. Still, I've looked at our CAVV tower cam. We're also seeing some wind. It's been very windy here on Smith Hill. The winds will back off a little bit tonight, and then they're going to pick up again tomorrow. We are in alert mode. You're seeing red on the sides of your screen here. Storm Tracker 2 alert night and an alert day tomorrow. Tracking widespread heavy snowfall, tricky travel Tuesday morning. The possibility of power outages is going to be very likely here, just based on the setup that we're seeing. Let's talk about that. Right now we're looking at rain in the lower elevations, but it is quickly being swallowed up by cold air, which is making a transition to snow. Higher elevations are seeing that transition, again, turned over to snow within the past hour here on Smith Hill, and it will continue to see that take place across the entire area as we head into tonight. More bands of precipitation are approaching from the south. Highest impact on travel is going to be tonight. Snowfall rates coming down hard. 1 to as much as 3 inches per hour overnight. The morning commute, snow is around, but it's not as heavy. But still, it looks to be a tricky morning commute. Things improve in the afternoon as temperatures climb above freezing, and we'll see a mix of rain and snow. What makes this storm different is what's called the snow to liquid ratio. We're going to have a very low ratio, so we get this heavy, wet snow that is difficult to move, and it sticks to trees and power lines, and that is the primary concern about this one. What we think is going to make this one very different compared to other winter storms that we've had. Risk for power outages. I have highlighted 2 spots here, the North Country and the higher elevation south of the Mohawk Valley. There is a decent likelihood that there will be some power outages overnight with that heavy wet snow sticking to trees. Thankfully, the leaves have not come out yet, so the situation could be worse if that was the case, and we're very thankful it's not. But again, we're going to continue to watch that element unfold tonight as well as early tomorrow. Radar and satellite image, the nor'easter is going to be hugging the coast tonight as it approaches the area. It'll track up the Hudson Valley. The track is very favorable for bringing that heavy snow to our area. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast again expect heavy snow tonight. Snowfall rates between 1 to 3 inches per hour through 7 a.m. The snowfall rates will back off considerably in the morning, so things do improve. And even though temperatures will be around freezing, that snow will pile up. Things change tomorrow. As we climb above freezing, the conditions are expected to improve. The snow will start to melt, and it'll clear off the roadways, and things will be a lot easier to get around as we head later into the day. Snowfall forecast, again, 5 to 9 inches for most areas. Again, just based on some of the newest information we've been seeing, we'll think we'll get pretty close to the high end for most of these areas. And again, we did up the numbers for the hilltop locations. Again, the potential of 9 to 15 inches of snow. Again, most of this falls tonight. It doesn't really officially end until tomorrow evening, but again, the majority of the accumulation is done by the morning. Heavy snow tonight down to 33. Tomorrow, rain and snow showers 41. The breeze picks up later in the day. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. A lot of this snow melts throughout the week, and it's going to be long gone here. As you can see, we're into the upper 50s by the end of the week and into the low 60s by Sunday and Monday. We'll be right back.
Or we could say, joining us tonight, the snow is falling in most areas. Winds picked up earlier this evening. We heard trees and wires down throughout the Mohawk Valley. Some minor power outages. As power crews, as you can see, ready to go. Our team is ready to bring you the latest on the storm. Let's start in the Weather Center with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. It is an alert day tonight and tomorrow, right, Bill?
That's right. We're continuing to track snow moving into central New York. It's going to gradually transition over to snow across the entire area over the next couple of hours. Here's a look at the snowfall map, and I just wanted to point out we did make just some small changes here. The higher elevations, we increased the range from 12 inches to 15 inches. We think the higher spots could see some higher totals here. In the Mohawk Valley, the thinking is generally the same. There's a lower chance that this mixes in with sleet across the area, the eastern half of the area, so some small changes there as well. Let's take a look at what's happening now. We're looking at a temperature of 36 in Rome, but you can see Binghamton, Ithaca, temperatures are below freezing, and as the precipitation picks up, the air will continue to cool off, and we'll see a transition over to snow over the next couple of hours. And you can see that most of the area, at least geographically, is seeing snow. That change over to snow is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. And again, that transition has happened over the past hour or so. We're still expecting, again, that hefty accumulation. The primary concern continues to be for this snow to stick to trees and could potentially cause some power outages, especially late tonight and into early tomorrow. Breezy conditions expected tomorrow afternoon. So the morning commute looks messy. We're looking at snow overnight. The snow will come to an end as we head into tomorrow. Temperatures will warm up, so conditions will greatly improve. But again, we do have to get through some pretty messy conditions here for the next several hours. A look at that forecast is coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. State DOT will have more than 1,700 large and medium duty plow trucks on the road statewide tonight and tomorrow. And that's not including the thruway. The roads have not been treated in weeks, and that can make this late season storm more dangerous than if it were to come in the middle of winter.
And we're constantly monitoring the weather, so this isn't something that, we weren't aware of. We knew that it was something that could come, so we're prepping, through the weekend and again through this morning to get the plows ready. We don't anticipate any issues, and we encourage anybody that, if they could stay off the roads tonight while this is going on or in the morning, to stay home, let us do our job, and we'll get you to where you want to go safely in the morning.
We've all experienced this type of snow before. It's no surprise, but you may need a little bit of a reminder, so be sure, brush your car off, keep a good distance between the car in front of you, and, more importantly, slow down. And because of the snow, the DOT changing their plans.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening and welcome back. We are in alert mode tonight. We have heavy snow that is starting to move into the region. This is going to be around tonight. Primary concern is tricky travel tomorrow morning as well as the potential of power outages. This snow is expected to come down wet and heavy. And we can see it taking place across the region tonight. It's a live look at our CAV tower cam. And the snow is blocking the city lights. We are losing visibility, our vantage point of the city that we usually get here when weather is quiet. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. The only area that is not seeing the transition yet parts of Oneida County, the lower elevations along the New York State Thruway. But even here, it is beginning to make that transition, and it will shortly. If you haven't seen snow yet, you will. You can see the majority of our area is seeing snow. Heavier bands continue to approach from the south, and this is not something that's going to miss us. Heavy impacts and travel will take place tonight, where snowfall rates could be between 1 to 3 inches per hour. The snow is going to come down much later in the morning time, so conditions will improve, especially as we head into the afternoon. Temperatures climb above freezing, and we'll see the snowfall rates go down. What makes this storm different is what we think is going to be the low snow to liquid ratios. In other words, every type of snow has a ratio. The average snow has 10 inches of snow to 1 inch of water. What happens tonight is going to be on the lower end, which means this snow is going to be sticky. It's going to have the consistency that may end up sticking to trees and power lines, and that's what we're primarily concerned about tonight. And we think that there is the chance that there could be some power outages across the area, especially along hilltop locations that get more than a foot of snow. That would be both north and south of the Mohawk Valley. The nor'easter is getting its act together. It's moving north. It's going to be hugging the coast, tracking right across the Hudson Valley or just to the east. And that is a very favorable track for our area to see some heavy snow, which is what we're expecting tonight. And bands of snow continue overnight. Again, snowfall rates 1 to 3 inches per hour. The good thing is that things move pretty quickly. So by 7 a.m. it's still snowing, but the snowfall rates drop pretty quickly. By the late morning, early afternoon, we're above freezing. Conditions improve. We'll continue to see some light rain and snow showers throughout the day and into early tomorrow night. But the majority of the accumulation happens overnight. We're expecting a general 5 to 9 inches of accumulation for the Mohawk Valley. The hilltops, 9 to 15 inches of snowfall. Again, that heavy, wet snow that's going to be difficult to move around. The good news is that as we look ahead, a lot of this is going to melt pretty quickly with the expected temperatures. Heavy snow tonight down to 33. Snow winds down tomorrow. Rain and snow showers in the afternoon, improving driving conditions throughout the day as temperatures climb above freezing. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. 48 for the high Wednesday. We'll dry out. We'll see some sunshine. Rain showers Thursday. We're into the low 60s as we look ahead to Sunday and Monday. Jason.
Thank you. It's quickly shaping up to be a